Hello my fellow book lovers, Eric Were here. Welcome to the review of our second book in the month of January, that is the 360 Degrees Leader by John C. Maxwell. For last week we reviewed The Leader Who Had No Title. If you didn't go through the review or you didn't get time to watch the review, kindly check the links in the description and ensure you watch the video. It has very satisfying nuggets of wisdom, very enriching nuggets of wisdom, and very motivating and inspiring words of advice that will take you to the next level. In this today's review, we are going to look at this amazing book. It's a leadership book by John C. Maxwell. This is one of the best international bestsellers out there, and he tackles topics on leadership, and it is a really good adventure to go through the 360 Degrees Leader by John C. Maxwell to see what we can learn from this legendary author. If you haven't subscribed to the LifeVersity channel, kindly pause right there and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and also remember to hit that thumbs up if you are getting massive value from the videos I've posted so far, and ensure you share the videos with your friends and family, especially starting from this video. Kindly hit that share button and share, whether on WhatsApp, whether on LinkedIn, any social media platform, to get people motivated, to get people learning from books. If you don't have the time to read the books yourself, it's very important you keep following every week to watch a brand new video on a brand new book on LifeVersity in order for you to internalize all the lessons that we learn from the book. So I simply read the book for you, and I'm able to share with you the key points in less than 20 minutes for you to also get a chance to learn from that book. And in today's book, The 360 Degrees Leader, as you can see in the screen, this is one of those books that will develop your leadership skills beyond comprehension. In this book, John C. Maxwell gives you tips on how to develop your influence from anywhere in the organization. Are you a casual? This book is ideal for you. It will teach you how to extend your influence from the bottom position of the organization to the top. Are you a leader in the middle of the organization? This book is also perfect for you. Why? Because it will teach you how to develop your influence from the middle towards the top and also towards the bottom. Are you the top leader in your organization? This book will also teach you how to strengthen your influence from the top all the way to the bottom. This book is classified into 7 sections. Here is the breakdown of each section and the lessons I learned from each. In section 1, we are going to look at the myths of leading from the middle of the organization. That is what John C. Maxwell tackles in section 1. This section highlights some of the popular myths about leading in the middle of the organization. It is a list of 7 myths faced by every leader in the middle of the organization. And the myths are: the first one, the position myth. I can't lead if I'm not at the top. This myth is entirely wrong because you can lead from any position in the organization. The second myth, destination myth. When I get to the top, then I learn to lead. This belief is wrong because becoming a good leader is a lifelong learning process. If you want to be a successful leader, learn to lead before you have a leadership position. The third myth, the influence myth. If I were on top, the people will follow me. This belief is entirely wrong because you can grant someone a position, but you cannot grant him or her real leadership. Influence must be earned. The fourth myth, the inexperienced myth. When I get to the top, I'll be in control. This myth is wrong because in leadership, influence is the bottom line, not position. Myth number 5 is called the freedom myth. When I get to the top, I'll no longer be limited. This myth is wrong because the higher your rank of leadership, the higher the number of your responsibilities. When you go higher, more is expected from you. The pressure is greater. The impact of your decision way more heavily. Leaders have less freedom, stock rights, and more responsibilities as they move up the corporate ladder. You can see the figure or the shapes in the screen. Rights decrease as you go up the corporate ladder and your responsibilities increase. That is why the triangle is inverted at the section of responsibilities, and it's upright when it comes to rights. Rights decrease as you climb the corporate ladder. On the other hand, responsibilities increase as you climb in the organization. As CEO, you will have less rights but more responsibilities compared to workers and customers. And then myth number 6, potential myth. I can't reach my potential if I'm not the top leader. This belief is also very wrong because people should strive to operate at the top of their game, not the top of the organization. Each of us should strive to reach our potential, not necessarily the corner office. You can influence others from whatever position you are in. Number 7, the all or nothing myth. If I can't get to the top, then I won't try to lead. This myth is out of place because you do not need to be a top dog to make a difference. Leadership is not meant to be an all or nothing affair. In section 2, we look at the challenges 360-degree leaders face, and the first challenge is the tension challenge, the pressure of being caught in the middle. The key to dealing with the tension challenge is learning to deal with the tension of whatever position you are in, overcoming the obstacles and making the most of its advantages and opportunities. The second challenge is the frustration challenge, following an effective leader. To overcome this challenge, it is crucial to understand that your job isn't to fix the leader but to add value. If the leader won't change, then change your attitude or your work address. To be successful, you must be interested in finding the best way, not your own way. No matter what our circumstances, our greatest limitation isn't the leader above us, it is the spirit within us. Some of the solution to the frustration challenge include developing solid relationship with your leader, identifying and appreciating your leader's strengths, committing yourself to adding value to your leader's strengths, getting permission to develop a plan that complements your leader's weaknesses, and exposing your leader to good leadership resources like the LifeVersity YouTube channel. If you discover that frustration challenge is getting the better of you, it might be the best time to change your job. The third challenge faced by leaders in the middle of the organization is the multi-hat challenge. One head, many hats. To overcome this inevitable challenge as a 360 degrees leader, remain flexible and know what hat to put on under different circumstances. Lastly, learn to enjoy the challenge. Challenge number 4, the ego challenge. You are often hidden in the middle. You do not need to worry about being buried in oblivion. Remember, constantly good leadership does get noticed. True heroism is remarkably sober, very undramatic. It is not the urge to surpass all others at whatever cost, but the urge to serve others at whatever cost. Effective leaders pay more attention to production than promotion. They get the job done. Good leaders get results and they get noticed. So you should not worry about not getting noticed as the leader in the middle of the organization. Instead, you should focus on production because the better your results, the more you'll get noticed. And then challenge number 5, the fulfillment challenge. Leaders like the front more than the middle. To overcome this challenge, it is vital to remember that leadership is more disposition than position. You can influence others from wherever you are. The person who keeps busy helping the one who is below him won't have time to envy the person above him. Define a win in terms of teamwork. Maturity doesn't come with ego, it comes with acceptance of responsibility. With maturity often comes patience. Challenge number 6, the vision challenge. Championing the vision is more difficult when you didn't create it. And you'll find that most of the leaders in the middle of the organization didn't create the vision, but they have to champion that vision to bring it into reality. The key to overcoming this challenge is knowing that the more you invest in a vision, the more it becomes your own. The most noble thing to do as a 360-degree leader is to champion the vision from wherever you are and to add value to it. And then lastly, challenge number 7 that 360 degrees leaders face, or leaders in the middle of the organization face, is called the influence challenge. Leading others beyond your position is not easy. The key to overcoming this challenge is thinking influence, not position. True 360 degrees leadership entails changing your mindset from I want a position that will make people follow me to I want to become a person whom people will want to follow. Go out of your way and help your people. They will also go out of their way to help you. Start living the leader you want to become today. Do not wait until you become to start living like one. People follow a leader who is competent, consistent, trustworthy, and caring. Learn to lead by influence. And as you can see in the screen, influence, that is the acronym INFLUENCE, stands for I, integrity, build relationships on trust. And then the N stands for nurturing, care about people as individuals. F stands for faith, believe in people. L stands for listening, value what others have to say. U stands for understanding, see from their point of view. E stands for enlarging, help others become bigger. N stands for navigating, assist others through difficulty. C stands for connecting, initiate positive relationships. And lastly, E stands for empowering, give them the power to lead. Think influence, not position. As I told you earlier in the introduction, 360 degrees leadership is all about leading up, leading in the middle, and leading down. And in section 3, we are going to tackle principles 360-degree leaders practice to lead up. In order for you to be a 360-degree leader, you need to learn how to lead up. As you know by now, 360-degree leadership mostly focuses on leaders at the middle of the organization. So you are not recognized. How do you influence those on top of you? How do you influence your seniors? And how do you influence those in the middle, those you are in the middle with? How do you influence your colleagues, the ones you are with at the same level? Lastly, how do you influence those under you? 360 degrees leadership entails leading up, leading across, and leading down. In the next 3 sections, we shall review how to lead up, down, and across. Before you begin to learn what it takes to lead across, here are the 9 principles you need to master in order to lead up. Principle number 1, lead yourself exceptionally well. The key to leading yourself well is to learn self-management. Self-management entails managing your emotions, time, priorities, energy, thinking, words, and personal life. Until you value yourself, you won't value your time. On the other hand, thinking is like sharpening your axe before you begin your work. 1 minute of thinking is more valuable than 1 hour of talk or unplanned work. What's more, words have power. If you have nothing to say, the best thing to do is to remain silent. Last but not least, success is having those closest to you love and respect you the most. If you can't lead yourself, others won't follow you. If you can't lead yourself, others can't respect you either. Principle number 2, lighten your leader's load. As a leader in the middle, you can choose to either make your leader's load lighter or heavy. Learn to be a leader who lightens the load of those above you. Remember, the lift you give to the leader often leads to the leader lifting you. Some of the ways you can lift your leader's load is by doing your job exceptionally well, providing solutions to problems, telling leaders what they need to hear, not what they want to hear, going the second mile, standing up for your leader whenever you can, asking your leader how you can help them, and standing in for your leader whenever you can. Remember, your mouth has 2 tanks, a tank of water and a tank of gasoline. Good words are a tank of water. Bad words are a tank of gasoline. As a leader, you will continually come across small fires. You could pour water or gasoline on a fire. The choice is yours. Principle number 3, be willing to do what others want. Successful people do things that unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. Great leaders need individuals who can do what other people want. Few things gain the appreciation of a top leader more quickly than an employee with a whatever it takes attitude. Doing what others are not willing to do entails taking the tough jobs, giving your best, admitting your faults, sacrificing yourself, doing more than expected, helping others, and taking responsibility for your actions. Principle number 4, do more than manage. Lead. Managers work with systems. Leaders work with people. Leaders must be good managers, but most managers are not necessarily good leaders. If you want to influence others, then you must learn to lead. Remember, managers are people who do things right, while leaders are people who do the right thing. Principle number 5, invest in relational chemistry. Build strong relationships with other people. If you want to lead up, you must take the responsibility to connect up. Principle number 6, be prepared every time you take your leader's time. Value your leader's time. The secret of success in life is for a man to be ready for his time when it comes. Principle number 7, know when to push and when to back off. A great idea at a wrong time will be received just the same way as a bad idea. Successful leaders make the right move at the right time with the right motive. Principle number 8, become a go-to player. Help other people. The people you help will go out of their way to help you as well. Principle number 9, that is the last principle, be better tomorrow than you are today. The key to personal development is being growth-oriented than goal-oriented. By focusing on growth, you will become wiser each day. You can't change where you started, but you can change the direction you are going. It is not what you are going to do, but it is what you are doing now that counts. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. In section 4, we'll handle the principles 360 degrees leaders need to lead across. Before you begin learning about leading down the 360-degree leader way, here are the 7 principles you need to master in order to lead across. These principles are vital because you need them to lead across. Leading across means you lead those you are at the same level with in the organization. And the first principle is understand, practice, and complete the leadership loop. People always move towards someone who increases them and away from anyone who decreases them. Add value to those around you by following the leadership loop. Here is what the leadership loop stands for. Number 1, caring. You must be caring to other people. Number 2, learning. You must learn other people before you can begin appreciating them. Number 3, you must appreciate people. After showing that you care about somebody and they open up to you for you to learn them, you also need to appreciate them. And then number 4, you need to be contributing. You need to contribute to other people. You need to add to other people. You need to bring out the best out of other people. Number 5, verbalizing. You need to verbalize your praises. You need to verbalize your appreciation of other people. Number 6, leading. After you have come to learn somebody and you have appreciated them and you have put a word in their lives to help grow them and verbalized those praises, you now start leading. You need to show them the direction. And then the last step, you succeed together. And by following the 7 principles, that is caring, learning, appreciating, contributing, verbalizing, leading, and succeeding, you will not only understand but also practice and complete the leadership loop. Principle number 2 of leading across as a 360-degree leader, put completing fellow leaders ahead of competing with them. Completing others is more valuable than competing with them. Number 3, be a friend. The most important ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. Without it, most achievements are not possible. And even when we do achieve, it can feel hollow. To teamwork, add friendship. Principle number 4, avoid office politics. Avoid gossip at all costs. Great people talk about ideas, average people discuss events, and small people talk about others. Learn to praise publicly and criticize privately. Know when to speak and when to listen. Stand up for what is right, not popular. Principle number 5, expand your circle of influence. Your network is your net worth. To grow your influence, purpose to cultivate your relationship beyond your comfort zone. Principle number 6, let the best idea win. If you are open to good ideas, you will keep growing, innovating, and improving. Principle number 7, don't pretend you are perfect. Accept your faults without feeling offended when confronted. Individuals who attract others to themselves are people who focus on others, not themselves. Always do your best. Don't try to be perfect. Perfectionism is a dangerous state of mind in an imperfect world. In section 5, principles 360 degrees leaders practice to lead down. This is the third last section, and we are going to look at the principles 360 degrees leaders need in order to lead down. Are you relying on influence to lead down as a 360 degrees leader should? Here are the 7 principles on how to accomplish that. Principle number 1, walk slowly through the halls. Be social with everyone, especially those below you. Walk slowly through the halls and get to say hi to people and to know them better. You need to be social as a 360 degrees leader in order to lead downwards. You need to be social with those below you in order to gain that influence. The second principle, see everyone as a 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, see everyone as a 10. Believe the best out of everyone. Have faith in those below you. The third principle, develop each team member. Empower your team members. You never really know something until you teach it to someone else. The process isn't really complete until you pass on what you have received to someone else. Principle number 4, place people in their strength zones. All players have a place where they add most value. The success of a leader is determined more by putting people in their strength zones more than anything. You have to have the best player in the right position. Principle number 5, model the behavior you desire. Leaders need to be what they want to see. The happiest people don't necessarily have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything. Principle number 6, transfer the vision. To lead down effectively, learn to be an interpreter of the vision to those below you. Vision tells the team where they need to go. Purpose tells them why they should go. Without goals and a strategy to achieve them, vision isn't measurable or achievable. It is not the size of the organization that matters. It is the size of the leaders within the organization. Lastly, principle number 7, reward for results. Learn to give people praise privately and publicly when a team member posts good results. Avoid the trap of rewarding effort instead of results. Inexperienced leaders reward effort. Experienced leaders reward results. Praise effort but reward results. 360 degrees leaders focus on what they can give, not what they can get. By giving more, you get more. In section 6, we look at the value of 360 degrees leaders. Here are the benefits of 360 degrees leadership. And the first benefit, a leadership team is more effective than just one leader. There is more value in team leadership than in having a single leader running everything. 360 degrees leadership creates an opportunity where leaders can lead anywhere, and a leadership team is more effective than just one leader. By developing more leaders and creating a team, working as a team of leaders, we are able to be more effective than working under only one leader. The second benefit, leaders are needed at every level of the organization. For teams to develop at every level, they need leaders at every level. That is very important. We are living in times when leadership is needed at every level. So 360 degrees leadership ensures that every level is catered for by a capable leader. Whether you are leading down, whether you are leading across, or whether you are leading up, you have a chance to provide leadership wherever you are. The third benefit, leading successfully at one level is a qualifier for leading at the next level. Leadership is action, not position. Good leaders anywhere in the organization make better leaders at the top. 360 degrees leadership breeds better leaders. If you can lead well at the bottom, there's a greater chance of you leading well at the top or across. Benefit number 4, good leaders in the middle make better leaders at the top. As iron sharpens iron, so does a man sharpen another man. If you are a good leader in the middle of the organization, you will definitely perform better when you are put at the top of the organization. Last but not least, benefit number 5, 360 degree leaders possess qualities every organization needs. If you hone your skills to become a 360 degrees leader, you will have skills that every organization is looking for in any leader. And some of the skills that every organization is looking for in a leader include flexibility, discernment, vision, great communication skills, servanthood, endurance, resourcefulness, and responsibility. In section 7, this is a special section where now John C. Maxwell addresses leaders at the top. If you are a leader at the top, 360 degrees leadership or 360 degrees leader is also an ideal book for you. And in section 7, you get to learn how you can implement some of the tips highlighted here in 360 degrees leader to take your organization to the next level and to expand your influence within the organization. A final word to top leaders is to create an environment that unleashes 360 degrees leader. Below are tips on how top leaders can create an environment that supports 360 degrees leadership. Number 1, place high value on people. People are the most valuable resource of any system. As a 360 degrees top leader, learn to value human resource. Number 2, commit resources to develop people. Empower your team members by offering them resources that train them to become 360 degrees leaders. For instance, you can share the link to the LifeVersity channel. It will help them to develop their leadership skills and become better leaders. You can be able to share a book like The 360 Degrees Leader by John C. Maxwell or any other book that will hone their leadership skills. Number 3, place high value on leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. All good leaders recognize the importance of leadership and place a high value on it. As a top leader or as a leader at the top of your organization, you need to place high value on leadership. Don't ignore the leaders below you because it is a very risky endeavor to undertake. Everything rises and falls on leadership. So you need to appreciate and place high value on leadership. Number 4, look for potential leaders to nurture. Look out for leaders to nurture. Number 5, know and respect your people. Respect is very important. As a leader at the top, you need to respect those below you. Then number 6, encourage your people to lead in order to gain experience. Encourage people to lead. Give people responsibilities that will put them in a position that they can lead in order to learn. Number 7, reward leadership initiative. Reward those people who are willing to try out new things. Reward those people who are willing to take risks in order to take the organization to the next level. That is the way to nurture 360 degrees leadership in your organization. Number 8, provide a safe environment where people ask questions, share ideas, and take risks. Provide an environment where people can learn by making mistakes. Perfectionism is a very risky mindset in an imperfect world. Ensure you have a gap that allows people to make mistakes. The only problem is when a person repeats the same mistake a second or a third time. But as long as it is the first time they have made the mistake, allow them to grow and provide such an environment where people can make mistakes and learn from them. Number 9, grow with your people. As a 360 degree leader, ensure you grow alongside your people. Number 10, draw people with a high potential into your inner circle. Be able to gather great minds, people who are smarter than you, people who are better than you, and pull them in your inner circle in order for you to find leadership ideas from them. Working as a leadership team will create more success in your organization than working as an individual. Number 11, commit yourself to developing a leadership team. As I said in point number 10, draw people with high potential in your inner circle. As you bring people who are smarter than you in your inner circle, you'll start leading as a team. Number 12, unleash your leaders to lead. When the top leaders are lead lifters for the leaders in the middle, then those leaders in the middle become load lifters for the ones at the top. You need to be a lead lifter for those leaders in the middle of the organization, for them to be load lifters for you. If you are a lead lifter, they will get an opportunity to grow and to develop themselves, to learn more skills, hence lighten your burden. They will be your load lifters as well. In conclusion, blessed are the flexible, for they will not be bent out of shape. The true measure of leadership is not the number of people who serve them, but the number of people they serve. In leadership, maturity is putting the team before oneself. That is it for this video, guys. See you again in the next video, God willing, next week, where we will be reviewing The CEO Next Door by Elena Botillo and Kim R. Powell. This is a very incredible book that I will be reviewing next week. Ensure you read the book. I'll be posting it alongside this video so that you start reading. Until then, stay safe and kindly subscribe, like, and share this video. May God bless you.